Another protocol that guarantees encounter is consecration. Go with me to the book of 1 Corinthians 6:19. The Bible said, do you know, don't you know that your bodies are the temple of the Holy Spirit, who is in you, whom you have received from God, that God dwelleth in you? A time comes when you now have to realize that you are not your own, you belong to God. And because you belong to God, you must be consecrated and devoted to Him. Everyone that has ever encountered God has chosen God and only Him alone. There is only one God. Every other one is not a God. It's an idol. And I'm telling you the truth, if all what you feel is that God is going to be sweet all the time, He may not be sometimes. Because there are days God will come to you not as a friend. There are days God come to you as a judge, as a someone that will rebuke you. In that day, what will still make you choose God is because you are already consecrated to Him. Our friend Brother Theophilus said, we have been sold out as a sacrifice. Do you understand now? If you have already been given as a sacrifice, you cannot come and say, okay, have you ever seen a goat that had been taken to Babalawo Shrine, left the place and say, no, can't be used for sacrifice again? When you are already taken there, you can't go out again. Your own is gone. Consecration is when you devote yourself as a sacrifice, as a living sacrifice to the Lord. Romans chapter 12, right? I beseech you, brethren, by the mercies of God, that ye offer your body as a living sacrifice. It's consecration. Everyone that must encounter God must understand the need to be consecrated to God. What are you consecrated to? What you are consecrated to truly determine what you belong to. Do you know that you can have 1,000 ladies around you? The one you are consecrated to is your lady. Because consecration is devotion, dedication. Where does your dedication, your allegiance, your loyalty lies? That place of loyalty and allegiance is what is called consecration. Because your consecration is your allegiance, your dedication, your loyalty. That is where you receive instructions for life, for godliness, for survival. So that person can tell you, do this, and you will do. Not because you want to do, but the demand of consecration will shift you to do it. If in consecration they give you an order to obey and you disobey, you are not consecrated. Because consecration makes you single. So what we guarantee encounter apart from hunger is that you come to a point where you are consecrated. And when you are consecrated to God, He can begin to give you instructions and laws. So when He say pray, you won't be tired. Fast, you won't be sacrifice. Lie down like this, move like this, go and pray at the roundabout. You are not seeing it as a hard thing. If you are not consecrated to a guy or to a lady, anything they say you should do, it will be hard. You will find it as a burden. Why are you telling me to do this? No consecration. Consecration makes the demands of God easy, because God will make demand upon you. And part of the requirement of this protocol in this encounter is that there has to be consecration. We must be consecrated to God. We belong to God by default. Do you belong to God or do you belong to yourself? If you belong to God, why is it that He has been giving you instruction you are not obeying? If you are obeying the devil so much more than God, it then means that there is something wrong with your consecration. It's not a big word. It's just your allegiance, your devotions, your dedication. Where does it come from? It's to who? If God said this, the devil said this, what will you do? It took me time to realize that Adam and Eve were not consecrated to God. If not, they cannot doubt. If you are consecrated, there's a way. If you are consecrated to somebody, you can't doubt what they say. I'm not joking. There are people that when you are highly consecrated to them, even if they are wrong, they seem to be right. Why? Because consecration will make you think that God is wrong. You can't even think it. Because you belong to Him. He has already laid claim and hold of you. You have advanced on that level of hunger, passion, whatsoever. Now you have entered consecration. So everything about you, when they see, you are not you again. You are somebody else. It's part of the protocol required for an encounter. The next protocol required again, I want to summarize them so that we can pray. But I'm trying to give you a light eye view so that you see that the only reason why the devil can lay claim of you is because your life is not sold out. So because we have to offer ourselves and sell ourselves to God, so that when the devil comes, you are no longer his own. He will leave you, pack his load and go. There was a song somebody sang here, say, Kwashe Zuba, right? Devil will kwashe his own and go. The next protocol for an encounter is separation. Separation. Jeremiah chapter 29 from 12 and 14. Jeremiah 29, 12 and 14. The Bible said, then you will call on me and come and pray to me, and I will listen to you. You will seek me and you will find me when you seek me with all your heart. I will be found by you, declare the Lord. When a man is consecrated to God, he should naturally be separated to God. There has to be a separation. There has to be a demarcation. You cannot belong to God and belong to the devil again. You cannot be married to Paul and be married to Eagle at the same time. That's what we're talking about, separation now. Is that okay? Consecration will demand a separation. A separation is that there has to be a belonging. Everybody lay claim of belonging. Is that true? So what defines the consecration is separation. Because after there is consecration, there has to be a definition of separation. Now we know that we belong to God, but now we must be separated unto God. So every other thing is a defilement. This is the reason why in Babylon, the children, the Hebrew boys can say, it is an evil thing that we are consecrated to God and not separated to Him. Come and eat together with us. They say, no, we can't even come and stay with you people. We have to be separated. Why? Because we are called out from among you. Say, be ye separated. Be ye. He said, there is no relationship between light and darkness. It's separation. Light and darkness, there cannot be togetherness. Are you getting my point now? That mixture is not supposed to exist. How can you mix light and darkness together? Is it possible? You can't call it anything. That mixture is not supposed to be. There has to be clear-cut separation. That means if a man is truly consecrated to God, there should be a time of separation. Sir, if you truly love me, there should be a time where only me and you. You know, in this place, there are times I see Igu. Igu will carry his madam, and only them, he will leave us. So we are together. He will carry her and they will be separated. That is how the thing works. So there should be a time where we are all here with God, but there should be a time where you carry only you and God and say we are separated. Are you getting my point now? Part of the protocol for an encounter, if you truly want God to value your relationship, to be maintained, there are times when you carry Him alone and you go. Carry me, they go. Baba, carry me, they go. Separation.